Welcome in, everyone. I hope it's working. I cannot see the screen, so I'm not sure if it's working. Yeah. There we go. Now it's working. I couldn't get it working for a few minutes there. I had to shut off my Wi-Fi to get it working. Welcome in, everyone. Sorry about that. I hope everybody's doing well. Lots of love and light to everybody out there. Thank you for joining me in this live collective read. Okay. Let's get set up. I do apologize. This started like 4 different times. I could not get it to stream. It is working currently now. Let's get this going. Give me 1 second. Everybody get comfortable. Never mind. Okay. There are free yes/no questions during this live collective read. First, I'm going to be pulling a butterfly oracle card and reading the extended message from the book to start this collective reading. Oh, right away. Quiet time, it states. Perhaps some of you need to ease your minds, allow yourself to turn off your electronics, allow everything to quiet down, take out the headphones, turn the volume down, maybe do a little bit of meditation, listen to your thoughts, see what comes to you. Let's see what quiet time has to say. Quiet time card meaning. You need some time alone, away from other people and environmental noises. Even a brief respite would be extremely rejuvenating for you. Some of you could be 50 years old, 51 years old, 55 years old. Sometimes we are not even cognizant of the detrimental impact of stress in our life. We become so accustomed to living in an uproar that we're not aware when our body is telling us that it's our overload. The symptoms include illness, unusual fatigue, depression or anxiety, appetite and weight issues, addictions, sleep disorders, irritability, and a desire to withdraw from life. By drawing this card, you are being asked to honor your body and soul by spending time alone in the quiet as soon as possible. This might mean going on a silent retreat, spending the day at a lake, beach, or in the mountains, taking a hike, or visiting a day spa. You could even turn off your phone, put a do not disturb sign on your door, and take an afternoon nap. A long bubble bath, or read your favorite book. Regardless of the form of your quiet time takes, the fairies just ask that you keep this promise to yourself without delay. Your affirmation for this card, collective. I now give myself permission to be silent within and without. My mind is quiet and I enjoy my own company. If you would like to leave a comment in the comment section with a shooting star, you will be in the running for the free gift giveaway during this live read. The free gift giveaway is this lovely little pouch full of a bunch of different things from my Etsy shop, a couple little charms. Where can you see it? Oh, right here. It comes with 2 free steeping pouches. I don't know if anybody noticed, but my friend sent me this really cool magic card. It's the Fool. On his journey. Did my moon die? Oh no. I wonder. Oh, I don't think I want to mess with that. Okay. I might mess up my streaming. Alright, let's try it this way. Free yes no questions in the comment section below. Free yes no questions. Are we back on track? Yep, we're back on track. I don't know what's wrong with the services today. I do apologize. Let's pull a tarot deck and see where the collective's at right now. Which deck wants to speak to the collective today? Let's call upon the crystals. This is the crystal deck. Let's see if I can find the box. Crystal Vision card tarot. Messages for the collective today, Spirit. What does the collective need to know today, right now, during this live collective read? Messages for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know right now? What kind of energy is the collective feeling today? Holy mackerel. You're feeling very fiery within your power. You've found some stability in your life. For a very long time in your life, you didn't really understand why the world, well, what you thought was the world being against you, but in reality, it was all lessons to be learned. They were gifts hidden in disguise. To get you to the strength and power of the Queen of Wands right here. So you were very confused as to why you thought the world was always against you, but in reality, it was never really against you. It was always in your favor, because if you didn't go through those experiences, you wouldn't be as strong and you wouldn't have all the knowledge that you have today. You're getting an advancement in life right now with the Six of Pentacles. You're moving forward in some sort of good fortune is going to be coming in forth for you. Perhaps it could be coming from outside sources. You see these birds are bringing in berries for her as she's foraging right here in this picture. It's a little slow, so there we go. You have justice coming in for you for all the heartache and pain that you've gone through. You're no longer going to have to sit with that pain with the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups in the reverse. So with the Six of Cups being in reverse, you found a way to be able to forgive thy enemies. You found a way to be able to forgive the things that you've done improperly in your life. You've figured out that it's okay to have hiccups or mistakes in life, because that's how you learn and that's what makes you grow and keeps you stronger. You understood that these swords in this card weren't harming you. They're not hurting you. You figured out how to move on from a situation by not giving up. You didn't catastrophize in what was going on. You understood that it was time to begin again with the Ace of Pentacles and start a new journey. Although in the previous past you used to sit in the King of Pentacles energy in reverse, you're no longer doing that. You found a way to be grateful for the little things in life and have gratitude for the things coming in. You're no longer sitting in stubbornness. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups here. You found a balance in between keeping your stability and your emotions at bay. We have the Magician and the Three of Cups right here, letting you know that there is room for celebration in your life coming at hand. And now that you've completed your journeys and your lessons that you needed to learn, you've understood what it is to manifest. You've found that balance between your heart, mind, and soul and life and whatever else is going on and what you're dealing with, that everything's just energy. And as long as you just slow it down, you're just as strong as anybody else in the world to be able to see through the matrix. But understand, once you unsee it, once you do see it, you can't unsee it. That's pushing out very, very strongly. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse to the Two of Pentacles. You made a choice in your life to walk away from all the pain. And by doing so, you were granted the Wheel of Fortune. You decided to spin the wheel one more time in your life to see what was going to happen. And by doing so, what's going to be the final outcome for the collective with this situation right here? It sent you to your Emperor energy. Power, control, comfortability, creativity. You learned your leadership through structure and authority instead of letting authority be your enemy. When authority used to have a really big, I feel like you used to have a really big problem with authority, collective. And now that you're understanding why the authority or the rules are placed the way they are is to keep peace and structure, it's a lot smoother. Everything just seems to be sliding into place. It's just guiding along for you. Your ships are sailing comfortably. There's really no storms in the sea anymore. Can I please get some unicorn cards for this message for the collective, please? What do the unicorns want to say to the collective right now? Messages to the unicorns, please. I knew I should have wrote that song down. I had a song stuck in my head before I started this, like all morning. It's a very old song too. Now I can't remember. I'll remember. Messages for the collective, please. Spirit. Remember, open yes, no questions. Wish upon a star, the collective is stating. Perhaps you've wished upon a star in the past and it led you to the strength and where you are standing right now in your life. And as you look back into where you were before, you're seeing how much growth you've actually done, because now that you're capable of having that open-eyed wise mind and being able to be alert and awake and stand outside of the box, kind of like the Matrix a little bit, and watch and visualize everything that you went through at the stages of your life and understand, like, wow, I did that, and wow, I accomplished that, and wow, I survived that. Holy crap, I forgot about that one. You should be so proud of yourself, collective, right now. I'm really saying, The divine is shining a huge light down upon you because that's what you deserve. See the light within yourself and everyone else is coming out. We also have you have a blessing coming in very soon. What you were asking for will happen. Just be a slightly little more patient and under and just we have exercise in the reverse. I feel like the divine is asking you to slow down a little bit. Take a little bit of R&R, a little bit of rest and relaxation for yourself. Perhaps go on a hike, take a day off from work, do that call in sick thing, beep beep on the microwave. I just keep seeing them TikToks everywhere. I can't come to work today. I'm in the hospital. I'm going to ring the bell right now at this time to cleanse the atmosphere. Pull a couple more unicorn cards for the collective at this time. I couldn't really get this working before, so I think I started like 10 minutes late. So we'll run a little bit past. Messages for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know at this time? Your patience will be rewarded, worth waiting for. See, just a little bit more time. I knew I felt that energy in there. Just a little bit longer. Relax. Everything's okay. Don't worry. It's going to be fine. Trust in the process. Hello and goodbye. You will soon see that this change will make things better. Glitched out a little bit for a moment. Believe in yourself, collective. See yourself doing well, and that's what you will manifest in life. Learn more about your family history. Perhaps you're a little bit more special than you thought you were, and you have some gifts, and that's why everything seems to be so heavy upon you. Perhaps that's what you're doing right now. Yeah, we have true that was flipped out in the deck. This is true. Whatever you think is going on inside of you, yes, it's true. Don't know, you're not crazy. No, you're not a wackadoo. No, yes, it is true. We all hold those gifts inside of us, but for some reason, yours are a slightly little bit stronger than some others, and you really need to understand how to use them correctly before they wear you down again. When you do this, you're going to understand why animals are attracted to you, and you will be very thankful and think about the people and the things that you're grateful for in your life. You're going to start to understand that just a simple roof over your head or a bright sunshiny day is all you're going to need in your life, because that's simple enough. A meal in your belly, some clean clothes, a paycheck at the end of the week. That's all that really matters right now. And when that happens, it's going to open up a doorway to curiosity inside of you that I don't think you ever really thought you could accomplish. I feel like you thought you were a very closed off person, collective, like your imagination wasn't really open. Perhaps you are dabbling into some cultures that you didn't really believe in before, but you've started to experience things in your life that are starting to pique your curiosity in the situation. So you're dabbling into or watching a couple of shows. Butterfly Oracle is calling to me again. What does the Butterfly Oracle need to say to the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Raising your standards. Yes, you hold very powerful energy inside of you, collective. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have special gifts that you need to understand about yourself. look inside of yourself, and I'm sure you'll see the light towards freedom and peace of the. I feel like once you understand the energies that you hold inside of you, it's going to open up a new opportunity to your inner power. And I feel like you've known this since you were a child. You just kind of locked it away. If you visualize your control in the situation, you'll have the power of the movement to resolve all the problems in your life. Stand your ground, rise above, and you will work through these shadows that need to be worked through, and you will break free. Perhaps some of you might be bisexual out there and you're not accepting who you are. You need to understand that God loves you. We're all God's children, and no matter how you were born or how you were made, we are all loved the same. Trust in your intuition, and God's letting you know that you can feel safe in this situation. Understand that you can have a peace of mind if you just trust in nature and be honest with yourself in this situation. Your creative expression is powerful, and you have a healing ability about yourself. Perhaps you need to dabble into, maybe this healing ability could help you in your financial experiences. Perhaps that's where you need to seek your emotions right now, because that's going to lead you to your happily ever after. Trusting in your true self is going to create an awakening inside of you towards a side of you that I don't think you've ever really seen before, and you should really trust this process. Uh-oh. All right, let's pull some more tarot for you, collective. Again, if you haven't already, I would like to ask you to hit the like, subscribe, and share button. It would be very greatly appreciated. It is absolutely free, and excuse me. And it does help out the channel. Whew. Let's see what other messages Spirit has for the collective today. All right. Who wants to talk? Let's get some romance going on. What's going on in the romance department for the collective right now? Oh, it's not that laggy. It's actually starting to work now. Yay. Spirit, what does the collective need to know in the romance department? Messages in the romance department for the collective, please. You have a hot new love coming in that's going to come in with a passion. Give yourself the partnership and relationship that you deserve. Don't block this from yourself. Don't catastrophize the situation. You are attracting what you want. Understand that your finances are not an issue at this time. You will know who this is through the chemistry that is going on inside of your life. Don't allow history of deception ruin this for you. Keep an open mind in this situation because you deserve love. Can I get some clarification on this new love that's coming in for the collective, please? I'm going to use this regular playing deck. There is no major arcana in this deck. It is all minor arcana. Clarification towards this new love coming in for the collective, please. And these shadow wounds that need to be healed. clarification cards for the collective, please, Spirit. We have the 8 of clubs and the 7 of diamonds. Clubs represents wands and diamonds represent pentacles. So that is the 7 of pentacles and the 8 of wands coming out for clarification towards this new love. This new love is going to be coming in hot and heavy, and it's going to be coming in due to you understanding that it takes growth, patience, and gratitude to get the things that you want in life. I don't feel like that this is going to be the last love in your life, collective. I'm getting a visualization of you going through perhaps one more lesson. I feel like this is going to be the final lesson that you need to learn. I feel like this person's going to be coming in so hot and heavy towards you is what's going to teach you this patience and gratitude that you're seeking. I don't feel like you're quite there yet. I feel like this person that's coming in really, really fast is here to teach that to you. You have the 2 of cups here with the 2 of hearts with the jack, which is a mixture of the page and knight together. So that would be the page and knight of cups. A very deep interactive romance is coming in, but I feel like that this person's gonna be so magical to you, it's gonna create a little bit of blindness towards the situation at hand. We have the 6 of wands as well. What happened? What did happen? What did happen? Oh, Gmail. So you have a victory coming in for you. Like I said, I feel like this person coming in so hot and heavy towards you in this new relationship is meant to bring you your final lesson that you need to learn. And that's where your success and victory is going to be coming from, because you're going to make the right choice in this situation because you've learned. Remember, though, don't be naive and stay in your gratitude. That's what's going to help you in this situation here. Can I get some information on past relationships and what's going to be coming forth? What's going on with past relationships for the collective, please? This is the Love Oracle. Messages for the collective for past relationships, please. What does the collective need to know for past relationships? I wish things were different. You have somebody regretting their decisions. They think about you quite often. You fill them up. You used to fill them up with happiness, but now all they feel is sadness because that fell out in the reverse. We have I want to be different. I feel like they're struggling right now. Perhaps this has a lot to do with addiction or perhaps distance, long distance relationship that didn't really work out. They're gonna come in saying that they're working very hard on themselves, but I don't really feel like they're putting the effort in because they're fearful that you've moved on and you don't really think about them anymore, because that's really what's questioned on their mind. They're going to come in saying that they want to make things up to you, and but we have I want to make it right in the reverse, and I want to make it up to you in the upright. I feel like they're at a stagnation still with that decision. They don't really know which way to go because of how it ended in the first place. We have karma that popped out. This person's dealing with karma, so I'm not sure how you should take this. This is ultimately up to you, the collective. What's going on in past life relationships with the collective, please? Past love relationships with the collective. We have You Are All I've Ever Wanted in the reverse, and I could lose myself in you in the reverse. I feel like this person's just going through a lot of karma, and they feel like it's perhaps you could dabble in a little bit of craft, or you are a holistic type of healer kind of person, or you know people in those situations, and they're going through so much karma that they feel like you've put a curse on them. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. Can I get clarification towards like this curse feeling? Eight of Cups, King of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. They're going through so much heartache and pain and suffering because of what they did to you in the past, that this isn't coming from you. This is coming from your ancestors. This is coming from your protectors. This is coming from your guides. This is coming from the Most High. Because you chose to let go, they are now giving them what they deserved for putting you through what they put you through. Their self-confidence is being taken down so badly, and yours is being built up, and this has nothing to this really has nothing to do with you, collective. You've literally just moved on, and this is all coming from their choices. Perhaps this is even coming from their ancestors and their protectors, because I feel like both of you dabble with the same thing. They're just they're like, did you really just do that? Did you really choose that option? No, no, you need to learn from, nope. You're not gonna get away with this one. We can't help you in this situation. We're gonna have to hand you over to these people so you can learn your lesson. These spirit guides. This is all metaphorically speaking. This is confirmation of what you already intuitively know. What's going to happen to this person for the collective's past? What's going to happen to this person from the collective's past? And then we'll pull Nine of Swords again. Ouch. That's a big ouchie. They're gonna learn. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be filled with worry, the way that they put you through worry. They're gonna have sleepless nights, the way that they made you have sleepless nights. And they're gonna ultimately end up suffering for what they did to you, and that's not your fault. But you could be dealing with a Gemini. You could have Gemini in your chart. Who could the collective be dealing with at this time? You could be a Cancer. You could have you could be dealing with a Cancer. This could be a Cancer Gemini cusp. This person always comes in extremely defensive to you, collective, and I'm not quite sure why. They have a lot of past guilt that they need to overcome. This person used to feel very charming to you, but I don't feel like that's how it is anymore. This person has narcissistic tendencies, and I feel like it may have rubbed off on you a little bit, but you're working through it. Live collective read. Welcome in, welcome in. Drop a comment in the comment section with a shooting star. You will be in the running for the free gift giveaway, which is this lovely little pouch right here, full of a bunch of little tiny things, filled with a bunch of different objects, items from my Etsy shop, little samples. Thank you. You will be in the running for the free gift giveaway. William. Messages for the collective. Please, Spirit. Which deck wants to talk to the collective now? Let's call upon the traveling... I'm not quite sure why I'm only speaking half of what I'm trying to say and thinking the other half. I think somebody's trying to make this extremely confusing. This is the Sacred Traveler deck. I feel like some of you could be going through situations right now where you're not really sure which choice to make. Perhaps you're going through analysis paralysis. Messages from the Sacred Traveler, please. For the collective. What does the collective need to know right now, Spirit? Messages for the collective, please. Yeah, you guys are fearing your rainbow at the end of the tunnel. I feel like you're seeking it, but because you are so fearful of what you can't see, it feels like you're running like a 1,000,000-mile marathon. We have desert passages in the reversed. You're not trusting in the divine plan at this time, collective. Your blessings are trying to shower over top of you, but you keep running away from them. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now at this time. As once that's accepted, then beautiful things are going to come forth to you. You need to seek information outside of the box. Perhaps what you're used to is not what the divine is trying to show you. Expand your horizons at this time. Allow yourself to discover the truth in the situations. Cross bridges if needed to. It's time for healing. It's time for you to be able to release and mend. Stand in your truth. Go on your journey. Just because people decided to sail out there in the ships and instead of walk into the woods doesn't mean that that's the path that you need to choose. Some of you could be healers out there. You could have healing energy, or you're starting to understand that there are powers greater beyond what we understand out there, and though you don't hold them, you can see them. Everybody has their own special gift. See, stay focused. He's got the scope. I knew there was something about seeing. Because some of you could be seers out there. Hold your course and everything's going to align into place. Remember, these are messages of information that you already intuitively know, so follow your intuition. We have choose your path in the reverse. Your path was already chosen for you when you decided to come to this earth. Now is the time for you to step into your power. The divine is done waiting. The divine's ready to give you your sanctuary upon where you deserve to be and your comfortability. But until you see how strong you truly are and that you are so much more than beyond what you can measure, you won't be able to open the doorways to the source. You're carrying too much weight. You need to travel more lightly. Trust in the process. I feel like the trust isn't quite there yet. You need to begin this new cycle very soon, though. The divine's letting you know it's going to pass you by if you don't open your eyes to it. There's no need for more reflection. You've already done that already. Now is the time to take what you've learned and walk outside and step off and start that new journey. You need to step out of solitude and embrace your enthusiasm. Thank you for confirmation, divine. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Open your heart. Your grounding is what's going to keep you at peace. Can I get some messages from the sacred soul, please, for the collective? It's been about an hour. I might have to intermission. Going on a little potty break. Messages for the collective, please, from the sacred soul. What does the collective need to know at this time, sacred soul? Woo! Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. Rough time, good outcome. Everything will work out okay. Trust in the process. Just more enunciation to trust in the divine and trust in your process. To praise the sun is to praise your own eyes, seeing clearly with gratitude, and be happy with the little things that you have. Be happy with your life. Again, step outside of that box. Look back at where you were once before and have gratitude to how far you've come. In those situations where you're like, no, I can't accomplish that. And then 5 years later, you're like, oh, I forgot I did that. I totally didn't even think I could do that double backflip, but I did. And I did it with ease. I can't do a double backflip. What's the word I'm looking for? That's an analogy, an example. It's just an example. We're going to take a 3-minute break. My apologies. It wasn't 3 minutes, it was a lot less. Free yes, no questions during this read. Don't forget. Let's call upon the animals at this time. Messages from the animals, please, for the collective. What kind of positive messages can we bring to the collective today, spirit animals? The Enchanted Elk. Embrace your strengths and lead with confidence. Recognize your unique talents and use them to take charge of your personal or professional situation with self-assurance. Any other messages for the collective, please? I feel like this has to do with you finding that balance, trusting in the situation, trusting in yourself. We have the enigmatic sea turtle. Take a steady and deliberate approach. Avoid rushing through tasks or decisions. Instead, focus on making consistent progress with careful planning and patience. And then we also have the enigmatic cat. Perhaps some of you are going through, we have enchanted and enigmatic twice, going through a spiritual awakening. At the bottom of the deck, we also have the whisper of the hare. So I'm going to read that one as well. The meow meow says, trust in your intuition when making decisions. Pay attention to your gut feelings. They will guide you towards the right path, even if logic seems to suggest otherwise. I feel like this is why the divine's trying to show you a different way. Perhaps what you've grown accustomed to or what you're comfortable with or your strategy, kind of like playing a chess game. Your normal strategy, perhaps you need to switch it up a little bit. They've learned your strategy and you need to do something spontaneous. The divine's asking you to be a little bit more spontaneous. Move forward with swift action when you identify an opportunity. Act quickly to seize it. Procrastination can lead to missed chances, so trust your instincts and take decisive steps. One more animal card, please, for the collective. One more spirit animal, please. Thank you very much. The Celestial Owl's Gaze. Look beyond the surface to understand deeper truths. Pay attention to underlying patterns and hidden meanings in your experiences. This will help you make more informed decisions. Focus. There we go. No, just kidding. Okay. Again, I feel like the animals are just reiterating the whole meaning to this message today for the collective is to just trust in the process, let go, and take that leap of faith that you've been sitting on. Like perhaps you've been sitting on something for a very long time and you haven't really, like, that hobby or that vacation or quitting your job or opening that business, something very exciting to your heart, but doesn't really seem logical to your mind, has been keeping you at a stagnation, and the divine's letting you know to trust in your heart and just take that leap. That's how I'm feeling right now at this time. Place it where it fits. Can I get some crystal cards for the collective, please? What kind of messages do the crystals have for the collective at this time? What kind of crystals could help the collective at this time? Don't forget there are free yes/no questions. All you have to do is write in the comment section yes, no, and I will pull a card for you and ask the pendulum. No need to understand or know your question. You are asking the divine, and the divine is answering your question through me. Turquoise could be very good for you right now at this time, collective. You are starting to understand that your spiritual path you have been on for a very, very long time. It's not just starting right now. You're just, at this time, you're understanding how long you've actually been going through it. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. We have diamond. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. Confirmation that you are brought here for a reason. It is time for you to remember who you are, collective. Deep emotional healing is at hand. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards the therapeutic care. Are you, though? I feel like you are, but you're not. Rubelite, passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. This one's azurite. And this one's kyanite. There's a lot of ites. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. This will be the last crystal card. Fluorite. I just pulled out some fluorite too. This is fluorite. It's meant to help protect you. Natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you naturally, attractive and lovable, inside and out. Let's see how the collective is feeling now that we've got all these messages out. We will pull a couple of cards in the tarot. Which tarot wants to speak for the final message to the collective, please? Actually, we'll go with the blue deck. This one is very confusing to me, but I am being called to it, although I skipped over it 3 times. I'm told to use it, so I will use it. I guess practice makes perfect. The more I handle it, the easier it will be to understand. Something is calling upon this deck for you, and the D&D deck as well. I really don't understand that deck, so I apologize. Excuse me. This is the D&D deck. I'm going to pull 3 cards from it for you, collective, and you can decipher what it means to you. Call this an intuitive exercise. Three cards for the collective, please, Spirit. That's way more than 3 cards, but I'll take that one. Oh, 3 fell out, so I will not take that one. We have the Queen of Wisdom, the Emperor, and the King of Wisdom, with the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So you have something shining upon you right now at this time, collective, with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck as your overall energy. You need to trust in the process. You are matching the King and Queen of Wisdom in this reading, so you have that balance with the control and power and leadership skills through the Emperor at this time, because the Emperor is placed in the middle. It's like a little Emperor sandwich. Perhaps you'd like to leave a comment in the comment section of what you believe that message is for you, collective. Final messages for the collective before we go, please. 11:11 on the clock. Thank you. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like you're coming out of a time of confusion. To the King of Cups in the upright. You found that balance and love inside of you, and you should be very proud of yourself, collective, because that's what you deserve. Everybody deserves to be able to understand their own worth. You have this victory coming in, perhaps true love coming in too, or newfound love within yourself. You have the dragon. Dragon usually, to me, the dragon usually represents luck or a cycle, life lessons learned. The Six of Cups, she's handing her over some flowers. Then they're at peace, and I feel like there's just, I'm not quite sure. The words are, my throat's starting to hurt. There is some sort of balance inside of you. Something in your heart was locked away for a very, very long time, collective. And the shackles are being loosened and the lock is being picked. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm being told to stop it now. Thank you for joining me today, collective. I do appreciate you being here. Until next time, love and light. Love you all. Blessings.